Water, Class 6th, Chapter 14, Third Part. Groundwater. When it rains, a part of rainwater passes deep into the rocks beneath through soil, and this is called groundwater or underground water. Groundwater is present a few meters below the surface of the earth. Children, you are seeing the pic of well, hand pump, bore well, hot geysers, and tube wells. From these sources, we get groundwater. The level of groundwater is called water table. Water columns deep below the earth are generally connected to each other and contain water which has passed through the soil and is free of impurities. Groundwater can be obtained through tube wells and by digging wells. Children, you are seeing a pic of water table below earth crust. Water cycle. Water cycle. Before we learn about water cycle, first we discuss the various processes which are involved in water cycle. These processes are evaporation, transpiration, formation of clouds, etc. Now evaporation, the change of water into water vapors. This is called evaporation. Evaporation takes place at all times. You might have seen your mother spreading out cloths to dry in the sun. And will they dry in the same time on a cloudy day? No. They will take a time to dry on a cloudy day. The heat of the sun causes the water of the wet cloths to turn into water vapor. On a cloudy day, the heat of the sun is felt less and thus the clothes take a longer time to dry. Now explore box. Will water evaporate faster from a cup or from a saucer? Naturally, saucer has a large area. So water evaporate faster from a saucer than a cup. Now if the air is dry, evaporation is faster. When the exposed surface is large, then evaporation is faster. High wind speed also help in evaporation of faster. Now we can say the dryness of the air, large surface and high speed wind. They help in increasing the rate of evaporation. Transpiration, loss of water from plants in the form of water vapors, is called transpiration. A large amount of water this is given out from leaves of the plants. Water vapors from transpiration also help in formation of clouds. Now the next topic is formation of clouds. The heat of the sun evaporates the water from the water bodies like ocean, seas, river, lakes, etc. and convert it into water vapor. The water vapors rise up. The air at sufficient height is cool. When these water vapors reach that height, they condense to form tiny droplets of water. Many such tiny droplets form clouds. Children, here you are seeing a pic of formation of clouds. Formation of clouds. This takes place when the water from the different water bodies as well as by the process of transpiration from the plant body evaporate in the form of water vapor. These water vapors, when they reach at height, they condense and cool to form the clouds. Now children, you are seeing a pic of water cycle. In water cycle, the first step is evaporation. Evaporation means formation of water vapors from water. From water from the different water bodies, this changes into water vapors by the process of evaporation. Plant also lose water vapors by the process of transpiration. Now these water vapors, they reach at a height where the temperature is low. So these vapors condense to form teeny droplets, and these teeny droplets together form clouds. When these clouds become very, very cool, then they precipitate in the form of rain. So in this way, water from the earth comes back to earth. So this is water cycle. Precipitation. Precipitation. When the water vapors of clouds condenses and falls down to the earth as rain, then this process is called precipitation. If precipitation remains in the liquid form till it reaches the earth, then we call it rain. If water drops remain hard while falling, we call it snow. If the size of the solid water particles, that is ice, is larger, then we call it hailstorm or ole. Water continuously moves from the earth to the atmosphere and from the atmosphere back to the earth again. This circulation of water in nature, so this is called water cycle. Thus, we can say that water cycle takes place in 3 steps, and these steps are as follows. First step is water is converted into water vapors by many processes like evaporation and transpiration, etc. Second point is water vapor rises up, becomes cooler and condenses to form tiny droplets which float in air as clouds. And the third point is many droplets come together to form large droplets which fall down as rain. Now children, you are seeing processes by which water is added to the air. These processes are boiling. You are seeing by the boiling water changes into water vapor, by process of transpiration and by the process of evaporation. Children, here you are seeing some pick or the processes by which water is removed from air. These are in the form of snow, in the form of rain, in the form of dew and in the form of hail.